What's going on, guys? It's Agent Wap, KCK Gaming. Y'all know how we do. So this is my first time doing a review, and I am doing a review on this whole Anthem versus the Division 2 thing that I keep seeing not only online but with my friends as well. Um, so I'm seeing a lot of comparisons between the two games and everything like that. And I've been playing Anthem for a little while. I played the beta and everything like that. You guys already know I posted videos and everything like that. So I kind of wanted to just get my perspective on the game and let you guys go from there. So that's pretty much what this video is going to be. You will see some of the game playing in the background. You'll hear me and my friends playing around and joking around. um I did not get the Division 2. I will explain why in this video. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's get into it. Alright guys, so this is my take on the whole thing with Anthem versus the Division. Now, granted, they are both looter shooters. And they both are, in my opinion, they're both fun games. Um, so I've been seeing a lot of critiques on both games and comparisons really, and critiques. And they're everybody's saying that Anthem has problems. It doesn't have this, it doesn't have that. This is glitchy. The mechanics, the story, blah 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 blah. And don't get me wrong, some of the points are legitimate. At the same time, some of the points are kind of, to me, like whiny over little things. um I heard a guy say that Anthem doesn't cater to new players. Well, duh, it's a new game. How can you cater something that you're trying to broaden horizons and like bring in a new concept to looter shooters? How can you cater to new players? Like, it's a new game. It's something that hasn't been out. You can't cater something that just dropped to people that's never played it. Like, nobody's ever played it. You know what I mean? It's weird. But anyway, I thought that was just like some whiny crap. People were complaining about the loot, and understandably, before the first update, there was issues with the loot, where people were not getting what they thought they should get, scaling and everything like that. And it's arguable. It's not really something that is a big deal for me, but I do see why it's a thing for other players. I mean, you do want to play the game, you do want to progress, you do want to get better weapons and better things like that, better components and things of that nature. That's fine. It's something of course, that I want as well. But I also want to have fun. Like, I'm not like a lot of people, I think, overanalyze the game and were like overly critical because they overanalyzed it. That's fine. It happens. At the same time, with most video games, you're not going to get what you want right out of the right out of the packaging, right on launch day. No game has done that to date. Has given you everything that you've wanted right out of the packaging. No game has done that. And if a game has done that, please feel free to comment what game that was, so that I can do another video on how that game did not have everything you wanted right out of the gate, or everything that everyone wanted right out of the gate. Don't get me wrong, there are some games that were like great right out of the gate, but there's always some things that can be tweaked, some things that can be fixed, some things that can be modified, whatever. So back to Anthem. There are some things that like the difficulty scaling, the like I said, the weapon scaling, the loot and everything like that. People were upset they weren't getting things, I guess, the way they figured they should get them, and some of them did have valid points. At the same time, this game has only been out for what, like a month? and people are already level 30. Like, people are literally running through the game. How can you complain about scaling when you're non-stop playing the game? Like, you're not even giving yourself a chance to really get into the game because you're really running through it. I'm not saying you can't get a good understanding running through a game, but you can't get a good appreciation for what's going on in the game if you're running through it. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people were running through Anthem because Division was coming out the next month. And I understand, we've all done that. You want to rush through one game because you want to get to your next one. But, it's like, I mean, really? Like, is that really a reason to complain? Yeah, whatever. So, anywho, Anthem dropped an update where they changed scaling and they changed all these different things to kind of cater more to what the gamers were complaints were. My complaints honestly were like few. The only thing that I was really worried about was like a waypoint on the map, and them fixing the load screens and the drops, the connectivity issues. They did a great job. They fixed the connectivity things. They didn't do the waypoint thing on the map, which is something I'm still looking for. I'm pretty sure they'll get around to it. It's not that big a deal. They do have, if you can look at my screen, the left side of the screen under my energy and shield, you'll see my teammates. When my teammates leave, it gives me a direction of where they are. Now, I can't set a waypoint on the map, but it will show me where my teammates are, and how I can get back to them. Now, they do have little icons, as you can see, the little icon in the bottom right of the screen that shows me certain things, and it shows that when you're in free play missions or whatever, where the next part of the mission is, or where you need to go, rather. So it's kind of a waypoint, but what I was looking for is kind of like, like on GTA, where you can set a waypoint to where you're trying to go, and it pops up on your screen. Like, that's more what I'm looking for, like where you can set a waypoint and then go to that waypoint. But that was one of the things that I was looking for, or one of the things that I wish was in the game. Another thing that I wouldn't mind seeing in the game, and I wouldn't be mad if it wasn't in the game, would be like a way where you could do like 4-on-4 battles with like your team versus another team, or like not really battles, but like if you could run into other teams while you're out in free play, and you guys like battle for loot or something like that. You know what I mean? Like something like that. I did see someone say something about it would be cool if they did clans and things like that. I guess that would be cool, but that's not really a big deal for me, because you have your favorites, you have your friends, and you can always join up with your friends or whatever. So that wasn't a big thing. Let me see. Was there anything else that I wanted to see in the game? Maybe like different ultimate attacks for each javelin. That would be cool. I did hear that they are working on. I think I heard that they're working on that, and they're also working on different javelin, which would be really dope. So another thing that I heard about the Division 2 in comparison to Anthem, a guy said that the bad guys on the Division 2 are, there's different bad guys on Division 2, with I guess different equipment and things like that, different difficulties or levels to fighting them. Okay. And I mean the way he was wording it, it was like Anthem didn't have that, which is absolutely ridiculous. Anthem has multiple enemies. First of all, there's like 3 factions of enemies. There's the Scar, there's the Dominion, and then there's the Rogues. The Scar are like these little bug guys. They have all their weapons. There's the regular Scar, there's the Elite Scar, and then there's the big Scar, I forget his name, that has like the shield and a flamethrower. So there's three different enemies in just that faction of the Scars. Okay? Then there's the rogues. Okay, and the rogues, there are like the regular like ground guys. They have elite ground guys that have like these shotguns that do ridiculous damage because they run right up on you. Those are rogues right there that I'm actually fighting. um but there's those guys. They bring out, you see that big monster right there, that's called an Ursix. The Ursix are with the rogues, or the Ursix, or the rogues can like, I guess, create the Ursix and have the Ursix fight for them. So there's those guys. Also, there are rogue javelin. There's rogue storm javelin, and there's rogue ranger javelin, and those guys are not easy to beat. So there's 4 more different enemies in just the rogue faction. So altogether, that's what, 7 different types of enemies. Oh, and I forgot to add that there's the scorpions and the bugs. So there's 2 more. So that, well, we're at 9 now. So we're at 9 different sets of enemies. I didn't even get to the Dominion yet. Okay, 3 factions, because the bugs are kind of their own thing. 3 different factions of enemies. 9 different enemies. All right, and I'll get to the point of why I'm saying this in a second. So then there's the Dominion. The Dominion have their ground troops. Then they have the brutes. Different types of brutes. They have brutes that shoot electricity. They have brutes that shoot ice. Then they have the Dominion have storm. I guess like storm javelin on their side. And then they also have the not the harpies. What are they called? I can't think of the name of them. I can't believe I can't think of it. It'll come to me. But yeah. So that's. Let me see. There's the brutes. There's the ground soldiers. There's the storm for the Dominion, and then there's the other guys, and there's 2 sets of brutes. So that's 5 more. So what are we at? Like 14 different like kinds of enemies you can run into playing Anthem. So when the guy said that the Division has multiple enemies that they can fight, and the way that he said it, I'm like, well, Anthem has a whole lot of different enemies you can fight. On top of that, and I watch a lot of gameplay on the Division 2, and I'm playing Anthem with the, like, what, no matter what level you put it on, they're not just typical enemies that stand there and wait for you to shoot them and kill them. Like, they don't stand in one spot or move back and forth between 2 places and wait for you to come and kill them. These guys come out in groups, large groups. They flank you, which means they come up behind you. They attack from multiple directions. They actually hide in bushes and shoot at you. They will run from you. You know what I mean? Like, the AI for the bad guys on this game is outstanding. It's probably one of the first things that I noticed, and one of the best features, in my opinion, on this game. It's definitely one of the best features. The Ursix that we're fighting right now, this guy will literally chase you. Like, chase you and hit you. And then go and chase your friends and hit them. Now, I know a lot of you are saying, oh, you know, the big bosses usually typically do that. This is not a big boss. This is like, he's a bigger enemy, but he's not a big boss. There's still the Titans on here. And there's multiple versions of the Titans. So we're at like 17 right now, different enemies that you fight in this game. So it really, like, when the guy said, oh, the Division 2 has multiple enemies, Anthem, pretty sure Anthem's topping them in that department. And also, Anthem's topping them with enemy strategy, enemy AI, and intelligence. They're definitely topping them there. Alright, so there's that. So, you know, I could go on about Anthem, the pluses about Anthem, or the negatives about Anthem. Connection issues, yes. Glitches, yes. Here's the main thing, though. They are dropping patches. This game just dropped a month ago. and they're still dropping, like, they're dropping patches, which says to me that, hey, we know our game needs some fixes, we're working on it. And dropping these patches shows that they're listening not only to what we're saying, but to fix the issues that they know are going on in the game, which I think is dope. Because when Division 1 dropped, I believe we had to wait several months before they did anything. And then when they finally did do something, they basically dropped a whole new game, like an update that was like a new game for the Division 1. Now that's the Division 1, which is not the topic of discussion here. So yeah, that's pretty much, my pros and cons with Anthem. Let's get into the Division 2. Now, no, I have not played the Division 2. I have watched several live streams, several gameplay videos, and everything about the Division 2. And the reason why I did not play the Division 2 or buy it is because I bought the Division 1. And the Division 1, like I just said, started out, I was so excited about the Division 1 with the videos and everything that came out. And, like I said, games come out and it's like you never get what they advertise. That's every game. It just happens. I don't know why it happens. It's, it is what it is. But yeah, so I didn't get the Division 1 solely because of the Division 2. Well, I didn't get it yet. I'm kind of waiting to see what happens and see what goes on, and then I'm probably gonna get it later. I'm not getting it right now, but I'm probably gonna get it later. So the Division 2, from the gameplay and the videos that I watched, looks exactly like the Division 1, just in Washington D.C. Now, I'm sure there are some tweaks and some things that are a lot better than the Division 1. I mean, duh, it has to be, right? Has to be better weapons, has to be better tactics, has to be better crafting. I'm sure the AI is different. I'm sure there's, tactics are different. It's got to be better, right? It's part 2 of the game. So this is why the comparisons to me make no sense. And well, back to me not getting the Division 2. I didn't get it because of the Division 1. It wasn't, really wasn't what I expected. I got super bored with playing the game after like a month with the Division 1. It took them months to drop that update and make everything new. By then I was severely uninterested, and I think I was playing something else. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. So I really didn't care. It just didn't matter to me. And that's, I basically, I didn't want the Division 2 to be the Division 1 all over again. So I said, you know what, this time I'll wait. I'll see what happens, see what's going on, if they drop any big updates or anything like that. Maybe I'll get it after that, or maybe I'll get it after I talk to a few friends and check out a few videos and everything like that. Then I'll see what's going on. So I did check out the videos. I did watch live plays and everything like that on launch day, and I'm still watching them just to check out the game, see how the game looks. So far, I really haven't been super interested in playing it. It looks like the Division 1 in Washington D.C. to me. And not, like I said, I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. I really suggest that you guys get both games and try them out yourselves before solely going off of this comparison or any other comparison. That's always my advice. Buy the game, check it out, see if you like it. I mean, if you don't want to spend $60, try a GameFly account. Try it out for a few days or whatever, and then go from there. But the Division 2, it doesn't interest me right now, and that's why I didn't buy it. From what I've seen so far, it's the guns are different. It looks different. It looks like character customization is a little different. You may be able to do different things as far as that, but it still looks the same. I mean, the boards look the same or very similar. Some of them. I did see some new situations where a friend was playing, and it looked okay, but it was the same thing. Like, you have enemies that run back and forth between two spots, duck down, pop up, shoot at you, duck down, pop up, shoot at you. Then another enemy spots up from a distance somewhere else, and they do the same thing. Now, Anthem enemies, they do that. Some of them. But even the ground soldiers, like, they all don't just stand there and wait for you to come and kill them like the Division 2 enemies do, from what I've seen so far. It just, like I said, it looks like the Division 1. But you guys try it out. Let me know what you think in the comments or on the next video, or what have you. And you know, maybe I'll check it out. If you guys have anything you agree with, let me know in the comments. Anything you disagree with, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's, you know, for the most part, that's my take on both games. I don't really think they should be compared, because the Division 2 had the Division 1, and the entire time from the Division 1 till now to get it right. You know what I mean? So Division 2 is basically the Division 1 correct. The Anthem is just Anthem. It's trying it out. It's a new thing. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm still doing my giveaway once I get to 50 subscribers. All right? Later, guys. Have a good one.